It's the same thing. Oh my god, he made the channel Chef Boyardee. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I approve.
This is bullshit now. That stupid bug.
What's that channel for again? I think I missed
Food.
What, Chef Boyardee? Just posting food photos because a bunch of us are cooks and fatties.
Yeah, brother.
All right.
Wait, why do I hear an echo?
Are you in a lobby with people?
Are you in the stream?
Are you watching a stream? Yeah.
I'm in the lobby. Oh, maybe I have the stream open. I don't know.
You might also have the lobby chat not muted.
That's too shallow of an entry.
I think it's Twitch.
Yeah, so just mute the Twitch then.
Yeah.
Mute the Twitch.
It's like a comedically long echo.
Yeah, it's got a long delay because they used to have problems with people sniping streams.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a way to bring that delay down though, so let me see if I have this.
So guys, Abu Dhabi's got a great straightaway to drink on, so no one has to worry about Fife.
It's got a couple of them.
Mm-hmm. Is the practice lobby
You can do
open?
the S's if you want to.
We won't
Stream
have that
deal.
luxury
Open,
next
guys?
week.
Where are we next week? Monaco on round 2?
Monaco next week.
Yeah, fuck that, man. I'll still find a way to drink. I'll be drinking in the tunnel. Stay out of my way.
Dude, last night in the practice session, I forgot that hit assist was off, and so I was expecting it to be in control.
The reason you were probably getting penalties is that it was probably the penalties were probably still on, I guess.
Yeah, they were. So, the only thing is, Niall and I were talking about it, about getting into the pit, and we think maybe if it's like, if you can see somebody ahead of you, just turn on pit assist, or the pit limiter.
Nice tattoo.
No, the problem is that just turning on the pit limiter doesn't slow you down, it just prevents you from pressing the gas. It doesn't brake.
It does engine brake you, just not much. But the big thing is, my only concern about people yeeting into the pits still is I don't want that 1 in 50, 1 in 100 incident where somebody completely fucks everybody else over by being an idiot. Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want that 1 in 10 or 1 in 50 or 1 in 100 incident where somebody completely screws over somebody else.
Yeah, but just turning on pit assist will not do enough, that's what I'm saying.
With the limiter,
Pit limiter, yeah.
Guys, these rules have been decided. If anyone has any kind of rebuttal to them, they really should like take the formal channels to. I mean, we've had weeks to sort this out. Today's not the day to do that.
I know. It just earlier I was trying to tell people like just be mindful, and everybody was basically going, "No, I'm gonna do what I want," and it's like that's not what I'm asking. Just be mindful, please. That's all I wanted.
Just remember, there's more to this league than just the individual. So, if one of us doesn't like something and doesn't want it to be there, you have to consider the larger community that the rest of us do. So.
I hate that stupid bug the game has where it lowers the volume of Discord.
Oh god, I can't stand that. They've had that since like last year too, I think. Like 2018 had it.
So retarded.
Hey, that's offensive against retards, okay?
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, quite literally, it retards the audio. So
Did you
We're
know
going by
that when a
dictionary
plane
definition.
retards, the plane is a...
Why isn't Babushka coming? What's wrong with him?
He snapped his wheelbase.
Oh fuck! What wheelbase does he have?
T300, I think.
How'd he snap it?
He didn't, like, it's where the bolt for the clamp goes into the base. Like,
He didn't
the
clamp
I
it
want to
metal-
know how he did that.
The metal and the plastic around the metal where the bolt screws in snapped, I think.
Yeah, it's like the receiving hole.
Receiving
Well,
home.
let me
I've
see.
got
Let me
a
see what
receiving
Wooly
home.
Frey. Let me see what Wooly Freyer said to me. Wooly said, "I'm still at work, but done with work. I have a soccer game in like 45." Oh,
Okay, no.
Oh, right. That's why he never comes by on Wednesday.
If he can't come on Wednesday, then why is he tier 1? I don't
he's
understand.
not. He's not tier 1. He's tier 2, but he's been with us since we've started. Like
Yeah.
when the game first came out, he's good enough to race with you guys in tier 1. He's got the approval. So I saw him launch Wreckfest. So I'm like, oh, dude, he's home. He's on, baby. He's around.
So we're probably only looking at like 16 people. Is Kia coming or?
Yes.
No, he said something's going on with his cat.
I'm literally here.
Oh, okay. You must have come in when I wasn't here. I've been off the mic for a few minutes.
I forgot to.
I literally just joined.
He just
Oh,
opened
cool.
it.
Getting the beers together, loading the bowl.
Where's
I'm taking it easy tonight. I had no beers before the race, so I want to finish, dude. I want to finish.
I like how that's your
Are
benchmark.
we going for a record today? 5 or 6 pits?
No. See, what I usually do is like I have one with dinner, I have one after dinner, then I get downstairs, I have another one during qualifying, or one before, like in practice, and then another one when I'm in qualifying, and then the next thing you know, I'm buzzed and I'm spinning out. So tonight,
I don't count as booze.
I don't drink wine. Come on, I drink Coors like a real
It's
man.
not called.
Coors
Light.
is a real man. No,
Yeah,
I
man.
guess it is. But
Ugh. So he drinks
Anyhow.
water.
I'm not
It's water.
drinking. I'm having a smorgasbord, and it's considered classic.
Yes, thank you, Randy.
A smorgasbord is literally Swedish for a sandwich platter.
He's quoting South Park.
Okay. I'm quoting the Swedish language.
Okay.
Oh, my new content didn't load. Do I have to relaunch
Kia,
the
I'm going to
game?
quote some of the Swedish language for you right now, too.
Oh, wait. I got the perfect thing.
And pizza.
Does anyone even know what that is?
Yes, it's Swedish. Yeah.
Thank God. I didn't know if it was dating. If it was
Okay,
really dating.
boomer.
Boomer. Why do I keep seeing that all of a sudden? Fucking today, that word just came out of nowhere on Reddit. What the fuck is it?
No, it's been around for a few weeks.
There was
It's a baby boomer.
You two have demons you're trying to cut.
There was a politician in New Zealand who got heckled by an old guy when she was talking about climate change, and she just told him to "okay, boomer" and continued with her.
What is wrong with you two? What is the joy that this stuff possibly brings you?
It's just,
It's fun.
yeah, it's fun.
It's not fun. You two have demons you're trying to compensate for.
I don't even know what this episode is from.
You're having a glass of wine.
Oh, okay.
I'm not having a glass of wine. I'm having 6. It's called a tasting and it's classic.
It's called a tasting. Look, you didn't even get the quote. Dude, the new season has been so good, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't
for sure.
watched it.
So,
The other seasons
if
were
you guys
so
will
bad.
excuse me, I'm going to light up a little of the integrity right now.
Yep.
Integrity farms.
So you guys, what you don't have is integrity. Now it just so happens.
I know. Dude.
Should I watch it? Because I hated the last season.
Which one? PC Principal last season?
No, that's very old. PC Principle is
Come on,
old.
PC
The
babies.
last like 3 seasons. were bad. Is when
I
they
watch
went
every
for that-
seasons, but I have a lot of integrity in the house, so.
It was when they went through like the fucking storyboard shit when they were continuing the story and like the whole presidential election and shit. Like, it just wasn't that good.
No, I wasn't that season. I know that one. Yeah.
Are
What?
they back to singular episodes now? Like
I don't know. This I
single-
find this season to be pretty good. It's still very socially. It's social commentary all over the place. It's all about China right
yeah.
Well, that's the whole show.
Yeah, that's the whole
Yeah,
show.
it's
I don't like that.
I'll pick up your box and then just tell you.
Okay, cool. I think there's like 4 or 5 in there. I'm not sure.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
I don't know if my setup's gonna be good tonight.
Say China.
I think I have 2 missions.
Vagina.
China. 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 China.
Dude.
China. China. China.
Don't make me
China.
mute you.
Hey, I don't have access to the race commentator room. Can you do that for me, Pfeiffer?
Yep. I don't even know what the roll is. Let me just make a roll.
Is the official lobby up?
No,
It should be getting pretty soon.
it will be in about 5 minutes or so. I'm just trying to bang in some practice laps because I've only been home for about 10 minutes.
Bang.
Yep.
Where's Taco? I need to message Taco.
Taco.
So Hill's not allowed to race with us? I've never had an altercation with him. Is he that bad?
He's all over the place.
And spicy.
Like, he's fast, but he's inconsistently placed on the track.
Taco, taco, taco. Luigi's with my taco flavored kisses. Taco, taco.
The fuck?
I was
Sounds like Elmo.
Jennifer Aniston or Jennifer Lopez.
yeah. Jennifer Lopez.
Taco flavored kisses. How the fuck did that guy break his wheel? That's insane.
And away we go.
Okay, Cookie,
I'm
it's
not
wide
gonna
open
say that.
now. It's wide open because I didn't want to have to create a role to do it, so I just made it open. No one's gonna come in there and bother you.
What? Where?
I'm gonna go in there.
Unless you want me to lock it.
No, it's... I literally can't go in
if
there.
You're,
No, you
If
can now.
you're-
I unlocked it.
No, I can't.
You still can't see it?
I can see race commentators. The channel is locked. And
Alright, one
this...
sec. Hang on, I must have missed something. Hang on, I must have missed it. Hold on. What, permissions? Everyone's allowed? Oh, you know why? I didn't friggin'... Oh, man. You know what?
You didn't
Fuck this.
save?
No, I didn't. I have to set every role individually, so now I just gotta... I'm just fucking deleting the whole channel. Fuck this. Delete
If
the
you're-
fucking channel.
when you're a mod of, or like you have admin privileges on Discord, you can drag people into servers they don't
Yep.
have permissions for.
Ooh, dude, if you collapse the fucking channel trees right now, it gives you like a sweet little like grid of everyone who's in the channel with you.
Yeah,
Their
and then
icons.
the profile pictures.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
I was on a Discord with like 50 people, and I absolutely had to do this because I was also tasked on keeping people quiet and give a penalty to anyone who would talk.
That's why I asked if you wanted me to lock it.
No, I think I should be fine. I mean, people are respectful here, I think.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Definitely.
join mid-race to find out how everyone's tires are doing.
Yeah, just be aware that if you join that, then you're just joining the broadcasting, and anything you say will have to be suitable for little kids.
Yep, so, Cookie, I named the room Commentary Ask Before Joining. So hopefully people will message you and say... Well, people will know enough to come in and not talk right away.
Yeah.
So, I didn't want to lock it. We'll clean it up after the race. It's getting close to race time. I don't want to mess with it too much right now. I'll make a commentary role and assign it to the guys that want to do commentary tomorrow.
Cool. Well, right now I've been spectating this guy for too long. It's Kriegs.
What?
Never mind. I'm just spectating Kriegs
Oh.
now.
Well, you probably enjoyed my terrible sectors.
I wasn't spectating before now.
Yes.
Oh.
Can you hear?
I can hear you.
Yay.
I can't hear you.
Too bad.
What up?
Alright, I'm going to message Babushka, see if he's got any information for us.
He said he won't be able to make it tonight.
Okay. I haven't heard from Slick, so he's probably still at work. Unfortunately. Poor guy, getting stuck on nights for a month. I hate when that happens to me.
Krieg's got a
I'm
nice
so
low
glad I have
force.
a second.
Slick is working the night.
Who's that? Who said that?
About
Jesus.
set schedule.
Oh, okay. I thought you sounded like you knew him personally there, the way you said it. I'm like, somebody know
He's a
him?
night walker. He's a lady of the night.
Oh yeah. There.
Does the track like rubber up in the game?
Yes. Track evolution is perfect.
Hello.
That's
I could see a lot of people getting penalties and friggin' right after the start line. Like as the tires start to fall off that sector, people are gonna stop sliding through there like crazy. I bet.
I think turn 1 and the S is right after is going to be a
Mhm.
disaster.
Yep.
I'm already sliding in the S's a little
I
bit
would
because
say
I heated up.
You're gonna see it about 7 to 8 laps in. It's gonna get sloppy, and then probably like
But I think even just
5
T1,
laps from the end.
those S's, you need to take a specific line or else you have to slow down too much.
for the S's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like 10 people on the S's is going to be tricky.
Yeah. It will. It'll be fun. Dude, I saw a picture of one of the 2018 cars. It's wild how
Yeah.
much different the fucking wings were. I totally forgot. The front wings.
Yeah, with this
Yeah.
fins on.
You're
What,
only
just
allowed,
1 year
like,
ago?
Oh, good. How are you?
6 elements now?
Yeah, the front wings were so insane last year.
I didn't play enough 2018 to even notice crap like that. Like, I had it for a few weeks before this one came out.
I know. This is the first one I've played.
I was playing Wreckfest today, though, and that was hilarious.
Nice.
But the force feedback in that game is fucked. I'm like, it's gonna break my wheel.
You probably gotta
Yep.
turn it down.
Turn
I
it down.
cranked it way down. You Fanatec boys, be careful, especially you, Figlin. You can get killed by that thing.
I haven't even
I-
ran this thing at 100 yet.
No, but I'm saying when you first play Wreckfest, dial down the force feedback way
He'll
the
break
hell
his
down
nose again.
before you even start playing it, and then bring it up if you need to.
Yeah, then you can sue Fanatec.
It was so hard on my wheel today, it disconnected my wheel from the base. The collar got loose.
Jesus.
Do you just have the F1 in there, Piper?
Yeah, but I'm probably going to be buying Captain's full rim from him around the holidays because he's looking to buy the Ferrari wheel,
Nice.
and I'm looking to maybe get into some dirt rally games eventually.
I just bought Dirt Rally 2 is really good.
That's what I
If you
hear.
have VR, Dirt Rally is amazing.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking about
Yeah.
selling my bow and arrow and buying Oculus.
You have a bow and arrow?
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
awesome.
Thing, bro?
I have 2 bows.
really. Yeah, I just got a
When I
I
got
just
it.
got a Mission MXR, NXR, and I'm just having too many problems with my shoulder, honestly, to draw at 55. I can't draw at 55 too much. Like I can draw, but if I hold it for more than a few seconds, I start shaking, no matter how strong I get the shoulder.
And then there's this guy on the interwebs who draws 180.
Yeah, right.
Whoa. That's fucking insane.
I could draw 70, 80 like back in the day, I'm sure, but like now, after all, like I got tripped by a goalie when I banked the puck off the boards, skated around a defenseman, was looking for the puck coming off the board. All of a sudden, I saw a white streak going at my feet at the top of the face-off circle, at the fucking top of the face-off circle. It was the goddamn goalie. He came up flying out and tried to cover it.
Oh, I love
So my-
playing aggressive as a goalie.
Yeah, so my arm is fully extended. I get snapped down into the ice, and all of a sudden, my top of my arm is behind my pectoral.
Yeah, the best part is you don't serve the penalty. Your team
Little
does.
improvement.
I tried to get up and fight him, and then I almost passed out.
So stoked. Yeah, we got a hot-
Known the guy that tried to take off my skate and kill a guy once.
And that's like the only race my wife ever came to. Hockey game my wife ever came to, and she's like had to
Going
take off my
hockey
equipment.
races.
She's taking my equipment out. She's like, "You're all wet." I'm like, "I'm fucking sweaty, and I have a dislocated arm. I'm sweating profusely. Like, get this shit off me." And then she couldn't lift the hockey bag, so I had to carry the bag to the car. And then every single bump we hit was agony.
Ugh.
And then they didn't even know my arm was broken in the emergency room. The little tiny doctor wasn't strong enough to get my arm back into the socket. It took him 4 hours. They took me into X-ray. They're like, "Oh, we think we have it in." They X-ray. They're like, "Okay, it's not in." They couldn't give me any more drugs legally. I'm laying on the X-ray room table in agony. My wife is like, "He takes pain well. He must be in agony." Like yelling at them. They had to like tie like a sheet around the doctor and around my arm, and the like technician had to hold me on the table, and she had to like throw her body weight into the sheet.
Should have just asked them to kill you at that point.
So I go to get my wife is, this was close to my wedding, mind you, so my wife is like, "You have to be able to dance. I want you to come see our department." My wife's in the medical field. She's like, "Come to our ortho department tomorrow." So I went in the next day, and he's like, "Do you know your arm's broken?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "Yeah, the top of your arm's broken off."
They had no
ball
idea.
Nope. The ball was cracked in half when it went back in the socket. Luckily, the muscles put it back where it was supposed to be.
Oh my gosh.
And that is my most traumatic injury, friends, and that is also why I cannot draw the bow that I'm probably going to sell to buy an Oculus. Boom, full circle.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna sell that bow how much?
You a lefty, buddy?
You could
no.
look at getting a Quest as like a baby step into VR, because a lot of people end up selling their full rig at like a year.
Yeah, I'm looking
Actually-
at used probably.
I
You
do
can grab
have a.
DK2.
I have
Hey,
an Oculus for CS1 that I'm
Guys,
not really
it's
using that much.
8:55.
Yeah, I'm making the lobby. Just hold up.
How is everybody doing this fine evening?
Great.
There's-
Who's selling an Oculus?
I'm not selling it, but I have it
God,
and
this
I'm not
sound is
using it
shit.
much.
The DK2 is really good if you only do racing or city games.
Honestly, no. Don't get a DK2. It's not
Oh,
worth
my
it.
game just crashed. Fuck.
Don't. If
What is
you're in
wrong
full
with you?
screen mode, you can't alt tab right now.
That's
Oh,
like
is it
your fucking-
that bad? You
Yeah,
can't at all?
do not alt tab. I'm playing in
Oh.
windowed full screen.
Oh god.
I'm playing in Windows. Get on my level.
I always bring up the Steam overlay before I tab or click out.
Does that fix it?
It doesn't seem to have any
It
bugs.
helps.
I never have an issue with that. How come?
Okay, I've got a lobby up, boys.
Oh, I gotta wait for the game to load up again. God damn fucking Codemasters! More like Cockmasters.
Well, why would it happen to you and it never happens to me?
It was happening to me at full screen the other day. I could not alt tab out at all. It was.
What's your specs, Borat?
I don't actually alt tab though. I have two monitors, so I just swipe left and right.
2080 Ti and a 9700K.
That's not normal.
Wow.
Oh no, dude! There's something about this game that disagrees with my computer. I don't know what it is. No other game does this.
What's your CPU?
You have an SSD, right?
Yeah, I'm on an NVMe for my hard drive for my operating system, but everything's on a regular one.
Hi, Mr. Jesus, please.
Is that pinging? There we go.
So who's in the lobby?
Where's Bacon? Bacon's not here.
I'm in the lobby.
Science Man Bacon.
5. Who said?
No, I don't know. Monster Rig and F1 just says fuck you.
Just gonna go.
Oh, I meant to set up SimDash. Oh well, whatever.
Is the lobby up?
I'll do it tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I'm gonna be Kvyat, and fucking Kia can't steal it from me this time.
I mean, he could. It would just be wrong.
It would be very wrong. An immediate DNF.
I mean, technically, they're both Red Bull, though. So.
Ooh.
Do we have a commentator this race?
Hello, this
Cookie.
me.
Cookie.
Oh, nice. Are you gonna be streaming?
Cookie. Yeah, I'm already streaming. The stream is running, and you guys are live.
Yeah. So.
Wow, he was getting angry.
So cut the trash talk, boys.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm back.
Somebody you need him.
Was
Can
my
somebody
microphone too
help
loud?
me with attendance, please.
So really quick.
What about attendance?
Just need to know like who's missing.
Oh yeah, did anybody ever test the pit release?
Pit release or pit assist?
The penalty, like eating into
Yeah, it doesn't
pits
work. It
without-
doesn't work.
So if you
You don't get a penalty
So
for
you
it.
can just yeet into it, so no one has to slow down into the pits.
Yep. So be careful coming out though, because
The
Okay,
one
so
thing
it's not
is,
really like, yeah, that's kind of like.
the one thing is I don't know if you will ghost upon crossing the pit entry line. That's the only thing I can't guarantee.
No, the
But yeah,
AI
go
definitely
straight at
takes
it.
Just
over
assume
once
you
you go
don't.
past the speed limit.
Yeah, the
sign.
AI takes over, but it doesn't. I don't know if you will ghost. That's what I'm concerned about. I don't know if you're still going to be a collidable object upon crossing that line. So if somebody's directly behind you, that person needs to be aware that that might happen.
In
But
my
when you cross
experience,
the line, the game slows you down to whatever the speed limit is.
It's not
It
about
just,
the
like,
speed.
Goes immediately.
It's not about the speed. It's about the actual contact. The hitbox of the car will still be in range of the hitbox of your car, and
Yeah,
you
you
will
got-
cross those thresholds.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
what
be
I've been
careful there.
saying this whole afternoon.
Yeah, if there's a car in front of you, be careful.
That's what I've been saying. Is
You'll
please
both-
be careful if there's a car in front of you.
the hitboxes are still.
Can we guys? It's 8:58. Can we stop with the rules for a little bit? We gotta go through attendance, see who we're missing. I think we're missing Bacon. I think we're missing Science. Can somebody help me with attendance here
We
by
have
looking at the
Niall.
reactions?
Wait,
Niall,
in the thing.
Creeks,
We don't have
Deja
Niall.
Vu, Van
wait.
Beeks,
Let's just do it high school style.
Sim-
Let's just do it high school style. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
I will do it.
Thank you, Cookie.
Okay.
See,
All right.
Sage up
5 for
Here.
these grills.
Yep.
Bacon. Bacon.
Nope.
Okay,
No
bacon
bacon.
is not there. Kriegs.
Me.
Van.
What's up?
Zeke.
Yeah.
Neil.
Unshot.
Piglin.
He's here, but he's away.
He's here.
Okay, Zen.
Here.
Mr. Jesus.
My child.
Dallas.
He's here as well.
Black Fox.
Okay, I thought you were.
Black
Who is
Fox.
Fox. Sorry.
Black Fox.
Oh, here. Yep.
All right, Borat.
Hello.
Science Man. Science Man.
Nope. He's not here.
All right, and Radical.
Here.
Okay, so we're missing Science Man and Bacon, I think.
You didn't even say Kia.
I
I'm
did
in the
not say
maybe
Kia because you
category.
didn't check.
I'm in the maybe category.
You didn't check in, so I didn't say Kia.
I'm
He's in the
Maybe category. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Check the maybe category.
Oh, I
Tired of
forgot the
everybody
maybe.
yelling.
Okay, so Kia,
We need
Taco,
to turn the trigger assist off.
and
Here,
there's
Kia.
a Slick in there.
Kent.
Slick is not here. He messaged me.
Yeah, he's stuck.
Alright, sorry I forgot the maybes.
No, it's okay.
And what about the reserves?
There was only one.
Who's the reserve? The only reserve here?
That was Radical.
Okay, yeah, because I know Babushka pulled out because this thing was broken.
Yeah.
So
That
bacon,
sounds
juice,
painful.
and science, man. What the hell?
I'm texting Science Man right now.
Playing PSXE. He's playing
It's said that all day.
Oh, okay.
But I messaged him earlier and he was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to check in. I'm coming."
Okay.
Maybe he just really likes that game.
It's an emulator.
Yeah.
Let's, if everyone's okay with it, we'll give it to 9:05, and if he's not like online by then, we're.
I've actually been thinking about writing something about that into the rules. Like,
Yeah.
we'll wait till 9:05 and then that's that. And if the lobby crashes, we'll recreate like once or something.
I
and then-
thought we weren't talking about rules.
Sorry.
Okay, hold on.
I mean,
hold on.
launching
No,
at
no.
9 on the money is great, but
Hey, I got
if
one
he's
thing.
available-
Well, I'm gonna stab you if you mention a rule.
No, it's not a rule. It's how the game works. So you don't have to push the button going into the pits anymore, correct?
Correct.
Okay. That was it.
What button?
Be careful if there is a car in front of
Yes,
you. Make
of course,
contact
of
with
course,
the car.
of
You
course.
can't just yeet in the car. You will damage each other.
Yes, but I mean, like before you had to press the pit
Right.
thingy button.
That just helps you. So that button, all it does is when you slow down, it stops you from going above that pace. So when you leave the pit lane and you cross that line, you have to press that button. Otherwise, you could do a whole lap with the pit limiter on, and the game's not going to correct you.
But you don't really have
Yeah,
to.
Bacon
guys.
is in,
So
bacon is in
when you
F1.
leave the pit, you're going to have to turn off the pit limiter.
Yes.
Unless
That
you
you
like
will still
doing
have to do,
60
yeah.
miles an hour around.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
Exactly.
Or even if you miss it by a second, it'll still suck.
Pfeiffer and Bacon need to choose your car.
Thank you, Cookie.
Oh, Bacon's here?
Yes, Bacon is just got on. I
But
just noticed.
yes, thank you, Phil, for restating that. That's the thing I was trying to get at all day.
Or like thank
not,
thanks
sorry.
Borat for
I missed
bringing
it.
up.
What was it? What was Phil restating?
When he restated my thing of going, please don't hit people in the pit. Like if somebody's ahead of you, be aware that you can hit them. They don't go invisible.
Yeah.
You can't do shit. If you are going to contact them, it's going to hit them.
Yeah.
Like we
And
can't
let's-
stop that.
Let's just have a gentleman's agreement that as soon as you can, you turn off your pit limiter rather than being a bit cheeky and slowing people down.
Oh yeah, no, don't.
I
do
don't
that
think
shit.
anyone's going to
Did you catch any
intentionally
video
keep their
footage of
pit
that?
limiter
Yeah.
on.
So
All I'm
That
saying
would
is
slow
that
their
you
race
can't
down.
have it
Think
on
about
on his
that.
way home from work.
That's
so
logical.
Okay,
He
launch.
doesn't
Okay.
think he's gonna make it.
Wait, is
Alright.
Bacon in? Bacon, are you in?
Yeah, Bacon is there.
Yeah, I see.
Everyone have their vehicles selected?
Everyone
There
has.
it is.
No,
Cookie, did you message Tact?
I
Tax
did
on
message, but he's not there.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's gonna come for next week.
No, I messaged
Yeah,
him to
messaged
join
for,
the
him
comment.
to
He's gonna
comment.
join the commentator if he gets on.
All right.
So to what Kia said, if you're driving intentionally really slow into the pit lane, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But also do not rear end people. That'll be a penalty as well.
Yeah.
Right?
You'll also damage yourself, yeah, because it'll
Exactly.
be considered a minor collision because you're in the even in the pit lane. You know.
Yep.
Although you won't be damaged, the only person that's going to get damaged in that situation is going to be you. It's not going
It's
to
gonna
do
be
anything.
you. Yeah.
It's not going to do anything to the car in front of you.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Dallas.
Cookie hasn't
He's commentating.
He's spectating.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Oh, he needs to select the spectate option then.
Oh, I need to do that. How do I do that?
Yeah.
On the
Yeah,
left
there
hand
you go.
side, just
There you
have
go.
Ready up or spectate.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Are we
Let's
ready?
do, guys. Let's do this.
All right.
Okay.
Cookie, you're going to bounce out, right?
Oh, yep. Fife, did you want to do the
All right,
announcement?
thank you, man.
All
What
right,
was
good
it?
luck,
Oh,
guys.
Jesus, no. Go ahead. Wait, before you go, Cookie, Mr. Jesus has got a fun little
Everybody, I'm
announcement,
ready.
real quick.
What?
Just go ahead and tell him, Jesus.
Here we
All
go.
right, guys. So for season 2, there's going to be a new award issued to the person who has the least amount of incidents for the entire season. So now at the end of every race, any types of penalty points that you get will go against you on your license, and whoever has the lowest amount of points at the end of the season is going to get a $15 Steam gift card sponsored by me.
And a fun
Wait,
little trophy,
is
maybe, right?
that corner cuts?
It's collisions. any type of reported verdict, like if you did
His
something
driver's license
unsafe and it
points.
was reported and it was upheld, that
So
goes
if-
against you.
So basically,
So-
if
Let's
ready up-
hits
ready up,
anybody-
But that's for
ready
the
up, Wally.
person
Okay,
with
ready
the
up,
least
boys.
amount, and if it's a tie, then it will be a random drawing of the people with
Awesome.
the least amount.
Yeah, you're already generating viewers for me, Cookie. I don't know if he's still in here. I think he's still in here. You're already
Yeah.
generating viewers for me.
Really?
I'm getting subs. Yeah, I've already got 2 subs tonight. Well, not subs, but follows.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yo,
All right.
what's up, Twitch?
Good
My
luck,
direct
guys.
drive's at 38 degrees Celsius.
Big ups, boys.
I'm out.
So, Bacon, he's commentating.
All right. It is time for the comments. Let's set up that. Oh, we have already someone switching to mediums, Mr. Jesus. Oh, 2 switches. We're gonna get some interesting strategies. This is a 50% race. Ferrari's getting ready to leave, so that's gonna be Van Beats, I believe. Was the second? No, that was Zenatius. Zenatius, who was finished 6th last season. Why do I have no sound? Oh, there you go. So we have Zenatius on an outlap, as well as Zeeks and Figlin right now. Figlin was 165 points versus 87 for second position last season, so we are looking at something really awesome happening today. He's warming up his tires. He's going for the softs right now, as well as Zenatius on the softs, Radical. Everyone who's on an outlap right now is on soft, except Mr. Jesus. Oh, Figlin already knocking down that pole on the S's. This is a very good landmark to use in order to know where your apex is, and that's gone. We have a yellow flag already. Don't really have the information about where that flag is going to be. Figlin is about to go into the last corner before he starts his hot lap. So here in the first corner you want to brake just after that sign that just got knocked down actually, and then you want to go down into 4th, and it's flat out from now on until you get to the next chicane. It's a really hard corner to take this one. You need to be sure to hit the apex, because otherwise you lose a lot of speed, and yeah. And then you have the hairpin. You want a really nice late apex because you're going on to one of the I believe the longest straight of the circuit. Your DRS zone hits here, and you have a little kink to the left to make sure if you line this up properly, then you can basically keep a straight line the whole time. You brake at the 125 marker, turn left, take a really deep apex here because you want to line yourself up for the next straight. You go in DRS zone at the beginning. This one is a little bit shorter and has a left turn in there. Here you want to brake around the 110 marker, hit the apex again. You don't want to take too deep this one because you need to line yourself up for the 3rd apex of the S's. Turn here, this corner is much tighter than you'd expect. After that it's flat out here, and the blind braking spot here into the right-hander. You will go not all the way to the curb to the right here, because otherwise you're not going to be taking that very well. Here you have a park marker. You brake exactly at the 50 mark and turn in almost immediately, and then brake just a little bit before the curb starts. Turn in, make sure you use a lot of curb here and get a good exit onto your finish of the lap, and that gives Figlin a 136, which is pretty good. Goes out of track probably to leave the person who is behind. So Figlin is provisional pole right now, got 136.1, and then 37.4 behind is Ignatius. This is so far consistent with last season's results. So let's go on board with someone else. Let's see, who do we have racing right now? Let's go for Black Fox. He is racing. No, we have an outlap. Deja vu. There you go, Van. That's a good outlap. There you go. So this is Van's. He was second in last season. Let's go on board. Oh, not yet. So couple left turns yet. A little bit late on the brakes, going wide, not quite hitting the apex. So let's go. We are on board with Vans for his hot lap. He's on soft tires with the Ferrari. His teammate Ignatius just did a 137.4. Van, there is a lot of expectations for him. He's been second last season. Didn't get a pole in any of the races, but got third and second finishes. In the last 4 races, got 3 podiums. It's pretty good. Going down the main straight. Nice straight line. Is the braking spot just right? A little bit early actually. And the apex wasn't late enough on that turn, so he's gonna lose a little bit of time on the straight. Oh, very late braking point, but he hits it really well, and then gets it lined up pretty nicely for the S's, and then that really treacherous corner is done it really well. Now he's flat out, back marker going very well out of the way. Good job. Hits the apex just right, but a little bit slow on the out. That was a very good turn. Maybe apex, yes, that's a good lap. I think this is going to be a pretty good time. He's at 32.33. We're gonna be looking at the 38, I think. 37.5. That's not bad. It gives him a 4th position for now. So who do we have? We have right now D's Grills, who is in an out lap. So we're gonna look at him. D's Grills last season was towards the end of the grid, had 11 points. I think that gives him position. That gives him 17th position in the whole championship. He got his points majorly in the last. Let's see these Grills. 6 points in the race number 4 of last season, and then it was trickling down with points, like 1 and 2 points in the other races. We're about to see him 50 mark. Right, going fast now. A little bit of a slow start, but he's only gonna lose like half a tenth here. The 50 marker is there, but the 100 marker is gone, so that's a little bit harder to get your breaking point right here. Going for the long sweeping S's. Seems pretty good, lost maybe a little bit of speed, but it's not bad. It's the breaking point just right. That's a very nice chicane here. Maybe a little bit wide on the apex of the second corner. Lines himself up for the main straight. Could have used a little bit later apex, but it wasn't bad. That was pretty good. It's gonna get now in the DRS. Ooh, a little bit late on the brakes. No, that's perfect actually. Back marker going on the side of the mark. I think that was someone on his maybe an in lap, I will say. I think that was Zeke. It's a braking spot really nicely. Apexes are perfect, nothing to say here. Perfect apex again, very good. Sounds looks like a really good lap for these girls so far. The apex just right, maybe a little bit slow, but yeah, no, that's looking good. That's looking good. And that's going in for the finish, and that's going to be a 136.8, then gives him 4th position, takes the position from Zenatius, and then he smashes the 150 board. Though sitting on the corner there will definitely have slowed the person who was just there, and yes, you can see that he missed the corner there. So I think that's a ruined lap here for his Toro Rosso. Who do we have? Figlin is going out for another lap here. He's about to start the lap. Alright, so the boards are gone. Good luck here. Seems to be getting his braking point right anyway, so that's good. Some nice apex on the sweeping left. And the sweeping right, really smooth steering also required there, and it does it really well. Same for the apex. Nice early on the throttle. ERS at 5, so he will get a little bit less on the 7th and 8th gear, but he will get better on the first few gears. That will give you more acceleration out of the corners where it's more important. He's deployed 2/3 of his ERS so far. Really nice cutting on those corners. Well, not cutting, but he's like on the limit of cutting, and that's really precise driving. Goes in for the blind braking. Nice apex. Nice acceleration out of the corner. It is looking to be a really good lap. I think Figlin is going to be able to improve on his 136.10. And it's a 135.8. That's going to be hard to beat. Kia is at 36.6 right now on 2nd position, and Borat is on 3rd position with the 36.7. Actually, we can look at Borat. He's about to finish his lap. No, I think he ruined it and he slowed down. Who do we have right now? We have Scienceman, who joined in the middle of the qualifying here. So Borat, last season. I don't see a result for Borat in the last season. Oh, he's on 0 ERS, so that means he did ruin his lap and he's not going to be trying for a hot lap right now. Zeeks is about to start his hot lap, so let's watch this. Zeke was in a Haas last season and he is in a Racing Point this season. So we have 1 DNF in his last season and 2 DNS. He did not start the last 2 races of last season. In total, he has 14 points, which gives him, let's see what position, 14th position in the last championship. A little bit narrow on the entrance of this corner here. Doesn't quite hit the apexes. Well, he does hit the apexes, but not deep enough in the corner. So he's going to be a little bit slower on those. Brakes a little early for the blind braking spot, but that's understandable. This one is really hard to get right. There's a yellow flag, that means there's a person on out or in lap here. There you go. Let's hope it's not going to affect him. It's the other racing point. I believe he's going for an outlap now, or maybe he missed. He's on his second lap on the soft, so that would mean that he is going for another hot lap. So just after Zeeks just finished his hot lap and I don't think he was able to improve on his time. Now you have Pfeiffer on a 38 second, who is going to be trying to improve that. Fully RS deployment on the RS is deployed. We're going on the straight. Oh, very wide. He outbraked himself and didn't manage to hit the apexes. Now he's going, yeah, he's calling this lap done. He's quitting it. So that's gonna be going into the pit, I believe. No, I think his ERS is big enough, but now he's like 2 laps on those tires. So if he really makes the best lap on this, and that means he's going to be bringing those tires into the race, and that's going to be really bad because soft tires deteriorate really fast. So having 2 laps already, that means he's going to be able to only do like 6 laps on those. That's going to be a real big disadvantage if he goes for another lap here and actually does manage to get a good lap. So let's see. We have Figlin trying again for a lap, and Kia, who just finished his out lap, he's now on a hot lap. Kia was 3rd last season, got 82 points versus Van Beet's 87, so that was a really close race for the pole, for the 2nd position of the championship. Kia, however, was able to get a pole position in his races, so he got in the race 8 got pole position, that was in the US, and then in race 3 Canada got 2nd, and race 5 and 6 also has 2nd position. All of his other races were either, so he did not start race 1 and 2, he did not finish race 4 and got 10th position on race 7. So Kia is actually really fast, but seems to be having problems finishing races. I do remember, however, that race 7 was in Austria and it was really chaotic. A lot of people got taken out by the midfield, so maybe that's what happened here, but still finished 10th position, so that was actually not bad for that race. Nice apex on this corner is actually pretty hard because you have the exit is not horizontal and there's like a little kink in that exit, so you can take it wider than you think, but then if you go too wide it's also very easy to hit the wall, so you gotta be really careful on that one. Kia, however, doesn't look like he's able to improve his position. He drops to 6th. It's a bunch of people who are on their final lap, so Van Beet is going to be well, probably 3rd, but for sure we know that Deja Vu is going to be last. Bacon is on the 2nd lap, so let's go see Bacon here. Bacon is at the end of his hot lap, so out of fuel. Oh, his ERS is at 0, so that means he's going to be trying to go for another hot lap. Can he do this? No, he's going in the pit, so that was an in lap. So we have Borat here, who is at 0 ERS, so that's not gonna be, it's probably an in lap. And Kia retired from the session. What happened here? I'm gonna guess that this is to finish the qualifying faster. His time will still count, however, so he's got that 6th position. And then we have Borat, who is finishing a hot lap, actually. So let's go see how that turns out. If he can beat Figlin's time with... Oh, that looks like a ruined lap. And nope, he was not able to beat Figlin, and that is a 2nd position for Borat, 1st position for Figlin, and the 3rd position is... I don't know. 3rd position is Van Beets with a 136.1, so that's pretty close between 2nd and 3rd, and then Figlin got a nice 3/10 gap. It's gonna be Neil in 4th position.
Do you have to go pee on all this, or is the race starting in 30 seconds?
Hey, I'm hearing the voice from in-game. That's pretty cool. These grills wondering if he can go pee. 136.8, gap of 1.2 seconds. It's not that bad. I believe the world record for this track in North America is 33.1, so we are looking at 2.5 seconds off the world record for our top position, our pole qualifier Figlin. Alright, this is getting ready for the race. Players are loading in right now, so we're waiting for that. So I believe players are setting up their... yep, so players are getting ready now. The session starts in 30 seconds. That means they are selecting their strategy for the race. They're gonna have to be using the tires that they did their best qualifying on. So we're gonna see what that's gonna look like. You are allowed to use, for example, the mediums, and if you're not satisfied with your lap time, for example, you can switch to softs and try to get a better lap time. But you must not forget that if you use the same tire set to try twice, if you get a faster lap on that tire set, actually even if you don't get a faster lap, then you have to use that same tire set after that. So we're up for the formation lap right now, and Figlin is in pole position like we said, and then we have Borat and Van Beets, and then in 4th position, that's gonna... So here, what you want, really, you want the inside. Because you have 2 left-handers at the very beginning of the race, so it's very important that you get your inside line. So it's gotta be very careful on formation lap, because you are if you hit someone else, you will both get sent straight back to the start line, and you won't be able to warm up your tires. Oops. So, F1 really likes to bring up the escape menu every time you alt-tab, even if you have multiple screens or if you're windowed. Oh, that pole gets knocked again. Figlin really has something up against it. Figlin, why the hate? There's a bit of a gap here at Zeke, 10 seconds gap. Did anything happen? Oh, that's weird. Oh, I think he got positions mixed up. Yeah, because you can see that the position... wait, no, that's the interval. I don't know. Yep, exactly. So they got the positions mixed up. Zeke is supposed to start 10th, but right now he's really far back. I think he's actually, yep, at the back of the pack. Borat plus 666 exactly. Cars are getting in position. Alright. The lights are turning on. We're gonna have the 5 on. And that's a really long hold. And it's start! We have a, let's see what we have. We have the start for Figlin. It gets a really good start. He's able to get away a little bit. Got the left-hander. Tororoso is going wide on the first turn, but the Neil is not able to capitalize on this. Gets a little bit away, and like you can see here in this long left-hander, right-hander sweeper, that you cannot. If you turn too much, you lose a lot of speed. So now we're settling up in a nice line, and we have. Everyone's going on in straight, and we don't have the RS yet. It's going to be enabled only after like 3 laps. And we're going to be able to watch them go down the straight. There's a Renault going a little bit on the side trying to get a pass. And Renault is able to get the pass on the Zig, so that's Bacon Juice gaining a position. He's now 12th. These grills looks like he's gaining a lot here. And we have Borat following Figlin from really close. Let's just change this to interval so it's easier to see where the good battles are happening. We have Black Fox, who's really close to Radical. Neil is about to try for a pass on Borat, I believe. Nope, he just lost a corner. Oh, we have someone going off track. Who is it? I believe it's Bacon. No, Bacon, Mr. Jesus. No, I'm unable to tell, but someone did spin out. I don't think there was any collision here. Oh, in 4th position, we have Kia. Neil is attacking Borat for sure here. So let's look at this. Wow, the timings are a little bit weird. It says 3/10 behind. Oh, that's a corner cut in for sure. Kia is trying. He's got the slipstream. He's going on the left. He's got the inside line. He's gonna be able to outbrake him. And oh, Neil is there, and they're gonna give each other space. Yes, but now Kia is entitled to corner and takes it, and that's a nice clean pass. Very good job, Kia. You're now 3rd position. Neil is 4th. So that was. Kia is now on the podium. We have 28 laps though, so anything can happen still. And also that was without the RS, so he probably had to use a lot of his ERS here to be able to get that. Neil is almost empty already, but while Kiat is a little bit below the half mark. Ooh, what's happening here? Bacon Juice looks like he is lapped. I don't understand what's happening here. Ooh, Neil spun out for sure. Yeah, Neil is on really hot tires, I believe, right now, and he's having trouble keeping it in. Yep, there you go. So he's going into the pit. He probably got wing damage and yeets it into the pit. But there was no one in front of him, so that's fine. And so that's what's happening. The intervals are only updated once in a while, so it's not really a 1 minute. Neil loses a lot of position, goes on the mediums. I believe he might be trying to get all the way to the end of the race here, or he's going to get some softs at the end. I don't know, but we'll see. I believe it is possible to get all the way to the end of the race on those mediums without risking punctures, but it's not gonna be easy. Oh, and he spins right out of the pit. That was very cold tires, and I believe there was collisions with Zeke. So we didn't really see what was happening here, but is very unfortunate, and Neil, who just pitted, now has a broken front wing, and so does Zeke, so that's going to be really hard to get some good results for this race. Zeke is resetting to track now. Luckily there's no one around him to give a problem to. So now we're going to go back to the second position, who is Borat, trying to attack on Figlin. Has been able to keep on there, and DRS is about to open, so that's going to be a really interesting one to see. Maybe they're going to be able to get some good passes going on. Sometimes what you see, especially in tracks like Baku, is where when you have such a long straight like this one in Abu Dhabi, you have lap after lap where two drivers exchange positions lap after lap because the DRS is so strong. So now, being within 1 second of Figlin, he is going to get DRS on this position, and he will most likely be able to make a pass. That was a good exit. They are able to keep onto each other, and there you go. So DRS is activated, and you have a nice pass for overtake mode on ERS. He was able to get it done, and now in the braking zone manages to keep the position, but Figlin is going to be on the attack now because it's his second DRS. So let's see who gets it. Yeah, if Figlin gets the DRS, it will allow him to catch up and be right on the tail of Borat, but it's not going to be a pass here. So now they are right on each other's tails, and there's a little bit of contact. Figlin hits the back of Borat. Luckily there is no incident here. Both drivers are able to go on without anything bad happening. So Borat is able to keep the position, and everything goes smoothly. Goes a little bit too hard on the throttle and spins, but that's fine. He's still able to keep the position. We do have Scienceman who is on the attack for Mr. Jesus, so that's gonna be a DRS zone on the next lap for sure. Oh, hits Mr. Jesus in the back. Mr. Jesus is braked more than Scienceman expected, or Scienceman outbraked himself. I can't tell for sure, but he definitely he is still able to keep it within the 1 second time. Mr. Jesus goes wide, and Scienceman does not see an opportunity here because the track is too narrow at this point. But he is able to keep really close. He's going for the inside line here. Notice he's not close enough, so he still keeps it. Oh, and we see in the first position that Figlin was just lost another position. He's now third, so he's still on the podium, but that's far from pole now. There's with that 2 second interval between Kia and Borat. Borat is sitting really comfortably in first position. Well, Figlin just passed again, so that's the DRS zone. Let's see if Kia can get it back. No, he slows down, backs out of the corner. He wants to keep it. This is a 50% race, so you want to keep it and make sure that when you go for a pass, you go for a clean one. And don't risk anyone ruining their race, especially say everyone is on podium, so no one wants to lose it. A little accident can easily make you drop down to, right now, I'd say like 6th position. You have Zenacious and Pfeiffer, who are a combined 10 seconds together. So, and that's about what you would lose if everything goes well after a collision. A little bit of a spin from Figlin, I believe. Yep, Figlin is a little bit slippery here, so he has trouble keeping it straight. So that means that Kia is going to have a really nice attack. And keep in mind, Figlin goes really wide. Kia is going to have like a really easy time following here, even if Figlin is on the soft. So I believe right now Figlin's tires must be really warm. .3 in the DRS detection zone, so that's going to be for sure Kia overtaking Figlin. Kia is in overtake mode in ERS and catches up really quickly, goes for the inside line. Figlin gets past, and oh, that's wheel to wheel. They have to give space to each other now. Figlin is in the inside, so he was entitled to the corner, but Kia was able to get a better exit in there. And now it's DRS for Figlin, and he's chasing it and going to try for the outside, but no, then the braking zone is done. Kia gets to keep the position. Figlin is third again, but he's gonna be able to try again next lap if he keeps up. So we're gonna see a good fight again. Meanwhile, we have Bacon Juice, who is just, he was gonna try to go for a move on Radical, but then got pushed out of the track, or maybe pushed himself, I don't know. We didn't see that happening, but he's got another DRS zone, so let's see if he's able to get it. He's a little bit too far, and he doesn't have ERS, he has to keep it at 1 because he is almost empty, so this is not going to be a pass, and Bacon will settle down behind Radical. Van Beats is now really close to Black Fox, and they are at the end of the lap, so that's not gonna happen yet. Oof! Zenacious is now in second position. That happened really fast. What happened here? It looks like Borat might have spun out. Oh, Borat is going into the pit for the mediums now, so that's for sure gonna have to last him until the end of the race. That's 20 laps on the mediums, that's a lot. On a 50% race, your tires are degrading at twice the speed. So Kia is now comfortably in the first place, but he is still on his old mediums, so is Zenacious. And Borat in third place with 0 laps with fresh mediums. That's gonna be him going to the end of the race with those tires for sure. But basically he didn't lose his a pit on here is like maybe 24 seconds. I didn't calculate it. So, and now he's only 16 seconds behind the leader. So that means that when the Kia and Zenacious pit, Borat is gonna gain his positions back. And now what's even better is that he's on better tires than them. So for now, he's gaining. And you can see that as his delta went from 7.5 to 6 seconds now. So he's definitely gaining back on Zenacious. And now we have Pfeiffer in 5th position going after Black Fox. They're both on old softs, 6 laps. That's normally you have to change those around lap 8. Have to brake really hard in order to not back end Black Fox, and that was a really close call, but they get away scot-free. Black Fox goes a little bit wide on there, and Pfeiffer goes into the pit to change his softs. He's probably gonna go for the mediums. Let's see. He does not yeet it into the pit lane. He respects the speed limit. We did turn off the pit lane, so no auto pit lane here, because on the exit it's too easy. Like for example in Circuit of the Americas, where the pit lane brings you straight into the apex of the first corner, so it's really dangerous to have auto pit assist on. So we turned it off for that reason. And now Pfeiffer is 13th, but he did do his pit stop now. Everyone else in front of him, except for Van Beets and Borat, are still on their old tires. Oh, sorry, these grills had to pit for the for his damage earlier, which means that these grills is right now racing with a damaged front wing. Can't quite see it. Or no, maybe he did pit again actually to fix his front wing. In the first position we have Borat, who has gained all the way back to 2.6 second the gap, and Zenacious gap was at 8 second, and now is at 10.8. So that means Zenacious is losing on Kia even though he's on softs. We have Scienceman here in 7th position. He had a good gap. He was under the DRS range, but now he's lost time in the in those S's in those corners, so it's not gonna be. Well, never mind. He gained it back. Let's see if he's able to keep it close to Mr. Jesus, and until he gets to the DRS zone. That's gonna give him the straight is so long. It's almost a guaranteed position if you are able to get DRS on this track. Piglin is now really close to Pfeiffer, and they are ending the lap right now. Oh, that's the 50 braking point with a nice apex, so I believe Figlin is going to be able to get that. He's keeping really close to Pfeiffer. They're both on new tires. Figlin's got the mediums and Pfeiffer's got the softs. Gain a couple positions from opponents that are in the pits. The S's taking really slow, making sure that you keep in the range but not too close, because otherwise you're in dirty air. And now it's the chicane. Got that really well. And you go for the apex, and he's really close. He gets the exit, really good exit. He's able to keep really close to Pfeiffer. That's for sure going to be a pass here. So let's go DRS activated, ERS at 4, and he passes Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer is now in 12th position with his stop, but there's still a bunch of people who have not stopped in front, so don't discourage Pfeiffer. You still got it. Pfeiffer does get the DRS. That's going to help him not lose too much time after this pass. And we have a best lap from Borat, who did a 140.2 here. Borat is in 2nd position. Oh, managed to pass Zenacious, but Zenacious with 19 seconds gap, that means he went for the pit stop right now, so that's why Borat was able to pass him. So now all Borat has to do is catch up to Kia, and yeah, but their Kia did not do a stop, so Borat actually doesn't even need to catch up. He just needs to tuck in and he will go straight back to the 1st position. And we have a spin here from Radical in the Haas. That corner, like I said, it's really easy to go wide, and you have to be careful. So now he's spin, his tires are going to be a little bit over hot, so he has to be really careful for the next few corners. Van Beets is really close right now to Deja Vu, and I believe that's going to be a DRS zone pass again if he's able to keep it in the chicane and the hairpin. Deja Vu does a mistake, so that's for sure Van Beets is now able to follow, almost even passes in the inside of the hairpin. Now that's going to be DRS, and we're going to get a pass for sure. Van Beets is even on the new soft, so it's not hard for him to keep up with Deja Vu. Brakes nice and late, and yeah, in the chicane after the long straight, and he's able to get away almost immediately, to the point that Deja Vu doesn't even get the DRS after that pass. So yeah, Deja Vu goes into 8th position, and Van Beets is now in 7th. Going to be able to start attacking, getting closer to that podium. Van Beets, who was the 2nd in the championship last season. We are on lap 11. A bunch of people still didn't change their tires. Pfeiffer left the session. I believe his internet went wrong. He did warn that that could happen. For now, the AI will take over, and I believe he is ghosted as well. We don't see the shadow on the car, so that's going to be a ghost for sure. Oh, we have Black Fox, who is trying to attack. He is on the inside of the S's, but now he has to back up. But he's still close enough. He will get a DRS pass on the next straight. Just needs to keep it right in the chicane. Does it well. Now it's a hairpin time, and Deja Vu goes really wide on the hairpin, and Black Fox is able to get a really good run. He's really close to him, gets the DRS. ERS is at 4 deployment, and he gets the pass really easily. Deja Vu has to make sure that he gives the position. It's not even a fight anymore. Mr. Jesus gets really close in the DRS zone, and
sorry to interrupt, Cookie. Could you invite me? I'm sorry to interrupt. I got disconnected. Would you be able to invite me?
No
It won't
problem.
let me join anyone.
Pfeiffer, invite to lobby. There you go. Did you get it?
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
You didn't lose a position, by the way.
Not yet. Okay.
Alright, so this is Pfeiffer, who is now going to be back in the game. These grills just did a pass on Kriegs because Kriegs went into the pit after 11 laps on the mediums. So what is Kriegs going to go on? Kriegs just lost position again. He's going to end up in 8th position. I believe he's going to be able to get out before Pfeiffer. He's going for the hards, so that means he's going to do only 16 laps on the hards. So that's an interesting strategy. I know for sure that you can drag those mediums much longer than 11, 12 laps. So, but at least that means he's not gonna have to do any other pit for this race. So we have now Kia, who is in 1st position and really wants to keep it. So he's on 11 laps on his mediums. Believe he should be able to last until 15. 20 is pushing it, so between 15 and 20 depends on how courageous he is, but he will start losing big time on his lap time really soon. Oh, there you go. So he's going for the early 12 lap change on the mediums. What is he gonna pick? He does lose the 1st position, and Borat finally gets back to where he wants. He's going for a 3-stop, so that means he's got the softs now. He's gonna pit after another 8 laps for another set of softs, which is gonna total to 16 laps. So that's actually really good. So he's going for a 3-stop strategy. Let's hope that he is able to make up that time with those softs. Tenacious was able to catch up a lot on the time. He is only 7 seconds behind now, but he is on on slightly fresh mediums, so that's fine. See if we have any other fights going on. Fagelin definitely catching up on Mr. Jesus here. I believe that's gonna be, he is definitely gonna be in the DRS range when the come times for the long straight. Oh, he goes wide a little bit on the exit, but that's good enough. He's still in. He gets the DRS, and yep, DRS is there. Pfeiffer. Mr. Jesus is in front, and then we have Black Fox. So, he is not able to get the pass done in there, and he has to wait for the next DRS. Somebody's really close, and he's definitely going to get it this time. That's DRS going on. He has no ERS deployment, so he puts it at whatever he can, so it's at 2. He does manage to get the pass, though, and gets into the S's. Does it nicely, just enough cut, and is able to already get a 1.4 second gap, 1.5, so he's going to be keeping that position for sure. Now we have Black Fox, who is the next who is going to get attacked, his Figlin's teammate. Bacon is in the RS range of Deja Vu. Probably messes up at corner or something, but lost 0.3 in the last few seconds. So Borat on his mediums with 7 laps in. 7 laps, that means he's not gonna be going or those mediums again. He's not going to be going to the rest of the race with those mediums. Probably going to be switching in the softs around turn 20. Lap 20. Being followed 13 seconds behind him is Kia on the fresh softs. That means he's going to be going for another stop for sure. Third position, you have Tenacious, 10 seconds gap from Kia, and 23 seconds from Borat. 5 laps on the mediums. Black Fox, who is really close right now to Van Beets, and they are starting a new lap. That's a 142.9. That's a 1 second off of his best. I believe the best lap right now is, let's go see the race director. So right now we have, no, it doesn't tell us what the best laps are. Oh, here, it looks like Neil has a 5-second time penalty, and Neil has, wow, Neil 5 seconds, 3 seconds. Figlin has 3 seconds and Zeke has 3 seconds. So Figlin 3, Zeke 3, and Neil has 8 seconds penalty. Where is Neil right now? Neil is at the end, Figlin has 3, and Zeke has 3 seconds. So it's really only gonna affect Figlin right now. It's definitely not gonna be able to get a pole here because he is on the same strategy as Borat right now. So that means he is not going to be able to count on that to gain the positions. However, he will most likely be able to... it's hard to tell, maybe these grills, but I think these grills is trying to go the long way on those mediums right here. Would be interesting to know if anyone else tries to go on the medium, on the hards at this point, because Mr. Jesus just went on them and it's pretty late in the race. That's 12 laps. He could easily have gone on the mediums. Let's see. 1 lap Zeke is just changed on the mediums, and we have Neil and Radical, who also just did a pit. Radical went on the soft, so that means he's gonna have to pit again, unless he wants to finish this on the soft, but that's gonna be really hard. Definitely high risk of puncture in here. Borat goes wide, and who is that behind him? Is the Haas, so that's gonna be Radical. So that means at this point there's a couple drivers that did get lapped. So we have Radical and Zeke, who are behind. Oh, Zeke is even 2 lapped. See what the best laps are. Right now Kia has the fastest lap at 139.1, which is like 1 second lower than the second, who is Borat. So Kia looks like he's doing some really good laps on the softs right now. Oh, these grills, we have a fight going on. No, he's in the pits, that's why. Oh, that's just because the interval didn't update. There you go, 9 seconds. Now he is behind Black Box and he's about to get passed by Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer passes these grills on the pits. Oh no, it's gonna be a fight on the pit exit, and there's contact. They hit each other, and Pfeiffer hit the side of these grills. These grills in the inside for the chicane, and is able to get in the front. Pfeiffer gives a little bit too much gas, really wants to follow, because now he's in the DRS range and he's going to be able to... Oof, his ERS is really low, so he goes into hot lap mode for this, but he's not going to be able to get much done. He's running out of ERS and keeping it really low, so you can tell that he is giving it everything he's got. He is able to catch up for the chicane, and then he's gonna get the second DRS zone, gets a little bit of a slow chicane, so it's not gonna be enough for him. Doesn't even actually get DRS, so that's a sad day for Pfeiffer. He gets to stay in 7th position. Now we have Borat, who literally just pitted, and now he's on the mediums. He's going to go for 10 laps on those, so that's going to be really comfortable for him, and that's his race strategy done, and he gets out of there in second position. Meanwhile, Kia is on 5 laps in his softs, so that means he's going to have another pit, and Borat is going to be able to keep his pole.
What's up, Cookie?
Hey, what's up, Taco?
How's it going? Fill me in.
Alright, so right now there's a bunch of there's not that much stuff that happened in terms of collisions or anything like that, but you do have Radical and Zeke who have had their race pretty much ruined at the beginning, and now Zeke is 2 laps down on the leader. But otherwise, in first, second, and third, you have Kia. Then you have Borat and Zenacious. But Kia is on the softs right now. There's 10 laps left, and he is on 5 laps old softs. So yeah, I'm gonna invite you to the lobby so you can see all of that.
I joined already. I'm
oh, okay. All right. So yeah, Kia is for sure gonna be losing that pole position that he's holding right now. But for now, he's holding it. Maybe if he can put a couple back markers in between him and they are able to hold Borat down, he could be able to keep that pole, but I doubt it. Borat is currently gaining on him, and Borat has the medians.
Yeah, I can see that. Interesting.
And Borat is actually getting really close to that back marker. The Haas goes a little bit spinny on the exit of the chicane, and yeah, Borat is not quite in range. He's not going to get the RS here, so it's not going to be gaining time for free. We've had a lot of good fights in there. Mainly the passes happen on the main straight for sure, and sometimes even on the second after the first DRS zone wasn't enough. But most of the passes do happen in the DRS zones. We have some interesting strategies coming from Mr. Jesus, who pitted for the hards like 12 laps from the end, so that should definitely have been the mediums.
Yeah.
So what do we have here? We have Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer consistently gets close to someone and offers a good fight, and right now he's just behind Mr. Jesus. Mr. Jesus is on the hards and Pfeiffer is on the mediums, so that's gonna be he's close to him in the DRS zone, and he's gonna get it. It's activated, but Pfeiffer's always low on ERS deployment, so he puts it into outlap and forgets to shift from 7th gear, but still is able to get the pass done. Gives a lot of space on the inside for Mr. Jesus, but it didn't need to, and now they both get a good exit, and now it's Mr. Jesus who has the DRS on the second straight. He is getting closer and closer, but I don't think he's going to be there. He has to brake a little bit early because of the mediums. He goes conservatives on the brake to make sure that he doesn't rear end Pfeiffer. So Pfeiffer gets to keep the position now. He's on his really fresh mediums, and he's already making it worth. So we don't really have fights going on right now. Mr. Jesus goes a little bit wide, so he's not able to bring the time down. So Pfeiffer is definitely going to be able to keep that position. And there are Pfeiffer and Jesus, however, are both in the points range, so they're 9th and 10th. I do see Figlin with 12 laps on his mediums. I think he's going to be trying to get those all the way to the end of the race, unless he pits for the softs really soon. It would make sense for him to pit now rather than wait longer, if he is going to switch tires. Do you think he's going to switch?
Oh, so Kia's in the pits right now. Sorry, Kia's in the pits. Let's see where he comes back in. He put on the.
I'm gonna need one again.
Wait.
My God, I'm gonna lose my points. Like my best race ever.
I'm inviting you.
Thank you.
You're 9th right now, so you're still good.
Okay.
You're still in the
I got
points.
that.
Actually, you're. Wait, if you're off, that means your AI just passed Mr. Jesus.
Oh, I just passed Mr. Jesus, so he
Oh,
just
he
must have
is
taken it back. So I gotta go back. I'm in.
No,
thinking-
no. Mr. Jesus is behind you.
Yeah. And so is Niall actually. Niall just passed Mr. Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
Kia comes back. Kia and Zanatius both pit. Kia comes back in second, 13 seconds behind Borat, who should be taking those mediums to the end. So this will be interesting. Kia's on fresh softs, whereas on pretty fresh mediums.
So do you prefer doing the play-by-play or doing the fillers?
I don't mind. I'm just watching.
Yeah.
If I have something I need to say, I'll chime in. I'm probably just gonna go eat right now. Actually.
All right.
I'll come back towards the end.
No problem. Bon appétit. All right, so we have Pfeiffer as soon as he rejoins went from got passed by Neil. That's a nice aerial view of the race. They get both doing nice racing lines. Pfeiffer is able to close the gap a little bit in the long sweeper S's. That's gonna allow him to get the DRS zone for sure. Neil is also in DRS range of... No, he's not. He's 1 second behind Kriegs. But he is able to close the gap in the hairpin, and now it's going to be a three-way race. I believe that Neil and Pfeiffer are both going to pass Kriegs. So now you have Neil just did it, and now Pfeiffer is looking for the outside. Kriegs is going to have to really brake, but Kriegs is on mediums. Oh, there's collisions. Pfeiffer collide into the back of Neil and damages his wing. So now he's going to have a hard time for the rest of the race. That's 6 laps left. It's not worth it. It's just minor damage though. It's the side plate of the wing. Now Kreese does get the pass. No, he doesn't. He had the DRS, but he had to back off because he's on mediums and Pfeiffer is on the hard. No, Kreese is on the hards and Pfeiffer is on the mediums, and his hards are older too. So definitely here Kreese was not able to keep it because of that. And now that it's settled, we have Figlin who goes on the pit and goes for the softs, and this is going to be the end of Figlin's strategy. He's getting out of the pit now. He's going to be way in front of Neil, so that's nothing to worry about. But now this got his teammate on the mediums in front. So everyone is pretty well spaced right now. Pfeiffer is on the point still, 9th position. He was really worried. Was a little bit wide on the S's. Nice braking point. I'm sure Neil can feel the pressure right now. He's on slightly older medians, and he's gonna definitely have to go all the way to the end of the race with that. As Zanatius and Kia are now on their second lap on their softs, and Borat's strategy is really good right now. He's on the 5-lap old median, so he's gonna have no trouble going to the end of the race. And we have a pass from Deja Vu on Radical. Is that because Radical is in the pits? He's on 9 laps old softs, so that's very possible that he's in the pit right now. Still not, no, he just legit got passed. 9 laps old, he's got 5 laps left. That's gonna be really courageous if he's gonna go to the end of the race with that. Oh, so we had someone on the medium, on the hards before, who is no longer. That means that they changed their tires. So probably something happened, they needed to change the front wing or something. Yeah, so getting towards the end of the race, the grid is really spread out now, so it's very doubtful that we'll get anyone attacking. And just as I say that, Pfeiffer is getting close to Neil again. Let's go look at Borat on his mediums. Borat is being followed really close by Mercedes. Who is that? That's gonna be Scienceman. But Scienceman is over a lap behind, so that means that Borat has lapped him recently. Pfeiffer getting closer and closer. Is 1.2 second gap now. And I believe Neil's tires are going to start making him suffer. They're at 11 lap old mediums, so that's going to be around 30-40% wear. Biglin on the soft just passed his teammates, so he's going to be finally able to be in front of him. And with those softs, a 4.9 second gap, I believe. So let's see what the lap times are like. Fastest lap, so Figlin is 139.5 and versus 148. So that means if he is consistent, if they are both consistent, that means he is at least a second faster than Van Beets. There's 3 laps left, so it's not far-fetched to think that Figlin could be able to catch up to Van Beets and make a really last-second pass for 5th position. But it looks like there's not going to be any podium for Figlin unless something really dramatic happens to these grills and Ignatius. Pfeiffer not able to keep the gap down. It's following Neil, gaining and losing on certain sections. Figlin was able to put a gap on Black Fox, 1.5 seconds, 1.6, and it's going out slightly every lap. Understandable, Figlin is on really stuff. I think this is what interesting is going to happen during the last 3 laps of this race. Is Figlin might just catch up to Van Beets. Yeah, 8 laps old mediums versus 3 lap old softs. So yeah, Figlin has got a really good chance here, but the 3 pit strategy didn't seem to be working that well for him. Let's have a look at Van Beets. Maybe if he does a mistake, we can catch it. Van Beets being 2nd position last championship means that he is probably going to be able to keep a consistent lap and just make sure that he stays out of the DRS zone until the last. There's only 2 laps for him to go. Figlin did catch up around 1 second per lap as predicted. It's now 2.6 seconds down with 2 laps to go, so it's really close. There's a very high chance probability that Figlin will be able to catch up. Look at that. He can see it. Figlin can see it. He can taste it. We got Pfeiffer, who is in DRS range at the end of the lap. That's going to be a pass almost for sure. There's only 2 laps left and he is very close to Neil. He just needs to keep it close and be able to keep it in the DRS zone. There's going to be the S's. This really easy to go wide here. They both do it correctly. Oh, goes a little bit wide. He's gonna lose a little bit of time in there, and he's gonna. No, but Neil was. Oh yeah, he had 5 laps older mediums. So Pfeiffer, even though he didn't take the optimal line there, will still have to go on there, and that's gonna be him trying for the DRS zone. 1 lap left to the race. He is still very low on ERS deployment, however, and that means he's probably not going to be able. He's closing in, but that's not going to be enough. He will need to wait for the next DRS zone. Just stay really close in this corner. Oh no! Neil goes a little bit slower and forces Pfeiffer to press on the brake more than he should have. He does get the DRS for the second thing, but that means he's not going to be able to pass Neil at all. So that's going to be the end of his dream. And now let's look at Figlin now. He's 2 seconds behind Van Beets. 4 laps old, soft, so he's going to be able to catch up now. 2 seconds. 1 lap to go. Borat is on his 27th lap. Nice line through the S's. Figlin gets a really much better run out of that corner. 1.6 seconds. If he can do that again, if he can get that down to 1 second, then surely he will be able to get the pass on the next lap.
Another thing to note is Niall has much more speed penalties to quarter cutting than Pfeiffer does. So as long as Pfeiffer gets within, I think, 5 seconds of Niall, which we will.
Oh yeah, he was able to stick to it, but he's just never quite able to pass him because Pfeiffer at this point in the race, his ERS is always low. He was not able to keep it up, and if he wants to stay in the back of Neil, he has to use all the ERS he can find. So he's not able to recharge it and get it ready for the pass. Figlin, however, he's within 1 second of Van Beets, but I believe Figlin has a lot of penalties, though. If you can check that for me,
I would check that for you. Yeah.
He is now within range of DRS range of Van Beets. So check penalties for Figlin and Van Beets because we might have a fight for the 5th position here.
So Figlin has 6 seconds. Van Beets has no penalties.
Oh.
There you go.
So yeah, even if Figlin passes Van Beets, it's not going to give him a position, but probably going to give him bragging rights though. So he is 0.9 seconds, so he is barely in DRS zone. He needs to make sure that he nails those corners and those apexes. He's exactly at 1 second interval, and let's see. He is, yes, he does get the DRS, but his ERS deploy is too low. He's not going to be able to get close. He probably also knows that he has the penalty, so yeah. So that's the end of the dream for Figlin. He's going to get a 6th position unless something terribly wrong happens. And I just missed Borat passing the finishing line.
Yeah, fireworks went off.
Yep, and now we have Kia in 2nd position. Salutes the pit. Zanatius in 3rd. 26 seconds off, so it's going to take a little bit before he reaches the finish line.
Kriegs, I think, just went from 10th to 12th on penalties, so on track he got 10th. Due to penalties, I think now he's 13th even.
Yep. There you go, Zanatius passing the finish line. Does not salute the pit lane. How disrespectful. These grills turn. Will he do the salute? No, go straight. Van Beets, go straight. Figlin, come on people, say hi to your crew. Now we have Neil 36 seconds behind in the McLaren.
How did Figlin get ahead of Niall? Oh wait, right.
Figlin was always ahead of Niall.
Yes. Oh yeah, so Figlin actually lost out to his teammate at the end on penalties. Remember how he passed his teammate?
Oh yeah, his teammate was within 6. Nice.
Yeah, so on time, Black Fox gets 6th place.
Yeah, and should be really proud. Black Fox beating the last season's world champion. And that's the end of the race.
Yeah. We'll hop in general, I think, or?
Yep. Let's hop in general. This is the celebration now.
Alright. I want to see the score.
Nice job,
Holy
Zen.
shit.
What happened to you, Kriegs?
Nice job, everyone.
Nice.
Man, fuck this game.
Yeah, good job.
Hey,
everybody.
keep it PG.
Cookie, do you know what happened to Kriegs? Why he got dropped back so far?
Let's find out.
Penalties.
Let's figure it out.
Take
There's no
screenshots,
pens.
guys.
You have no penalties whatsoever, and somehow
Yeah,
you
that
can't
was the cleanest
push you
race.
off.
And like you just
No, you
so
had
wait, are you
you
confused
had
as to why
10.
you finished
I
the way you
think.
finished?
7
I was in
guys.
10th.
What's the race?
Yeah. So yeah. No, I was watching you drop. I have no idea why that was happening.
I was in 10th the whole time.
But why is it saying +2?
And I wasn't +2 laps. It
Go
ended me on lap
into the race director
27.
and check your lap times.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
dude. You like as soon as I crossed the finish line, I went ahead of you. So I think something's glitched with your race because as soon as I finished my race, you went below me.
Phil,
Something's weird.
Yes, sir.
my 5-second time penalty, I served it on my first pit stop. Fuck yeah, I did get 8th.
Are you serious?
It's okay. I got a new strategy going for the rest of the season, guys. 7 stops. We're gonna keep going this way.
Who had 7? Zeke, holy fuck!
Yeah, I got 7 stops. Like basically a wing and lap. I pulled a 5 for this race.
But only chose 2 tires, so you replaced like your wing 6 times?
Oh yeah.
I did 27 out of 28 laps.
Damn.
And mostly like 144s.
Wow, congrats, Borat. P1.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
That's awesome.
Borat, you took a win, buddy?
Yeah, P1.
Congrats, dude.
Very
Congrats.
nice.
Very nice.
It'll be the only. It'll be the only one of the year. Don't get too excited.
Yo, bacon.
That's why I was cheering so hard because that won't happen again.
So you guys know mediums to hards actually kind of suck.
Yeah,
I had no problem with it.
You know what
I
sucks?
actually had a
Soft
really
to
hard
hard.
Like
mediums to
when
soft.
when Pfeiffer was like, "Oh, his tires." No, I was just on hards, and they were so like.
Okay, let's check the options for the lobby.
All right. Well.
Oh, sorry. I just.
My game. My game.
All right. If this is the case, we have to put rules back on because I cannot deal with not having blue flags. And go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, I agree. On the other hand, I think we should formalize.
Alright, so I'm just leaving the main lobby now to say this is the end of the race for today, and that was a very good victory from Borat. The good strategy, was able to keep it straight, keep it on the track, and takes the first 25 points of the season. And we will see how that goes. And next race is going to be next Wednesday, and it's going to be let's see, Monaco on November 13th at 9 p.m. EST. So make sure to tune in and look at that. Otherwise, we have also a Tier 2 going on. The next race is going to be on November 10th, and the race in Tier 2 the races are voted, and it was voted to be Australia. So tune in November 10th at 9 p.m. EST for Australia Tier 2, and on November 13th for Monaco Tier 1, also at 9 p.m. EST. This was Cookie, and I'm out.